Alright, let's dive into this chaos. What if I told you that a single drone strike in Yemen could send shockwaves through global oil markets and international diplomacy? Because that's exactly what's happening right now. The Houthis just hit a major Aramco refinery in Saudi Arabia, and everyone's pretending this is just another day in the Middle East. But wait, there's way more going on here than meets the eye. Let's break this down. First, the Houthis, a group backed by Iran, though they'll tell you they're independent, claim they targeted this refinery in Jizan. Why? They say it's retaliation for Saudi drones violating Yemeni airspace. But come on, this isn't just about drones. This is about sending a message: we can still hurt your economy, even after years of war. And here's the thing, they're absolutely right. Hitting an Aramco facility, even if damage is minimal, is a PR win for them. It makes Saudi Arabia look vulnerable. And in a region where perception is power, that matters more than the actual fire they put out. Now, Saudi Arabia's response was textbook: no casualties, everything's fine. But here's what they're not saying: this attack threatens the fragile truce that's kept Yemen's civil war from exploding again. For years of relative calm? Poof. Gone. Because when you're a government fighting rebels, every strike like this forces you to ask, do we escalate, or swallow our pride? And Saudi leaders hate swallowing pride. They're already dealing with regional headaches, from Iran's nuclear program to losing influence in places like Lebanon. This attack? It's a dagger to their credibility. But wait, let's zoom out. Iran's playing its own game here. They're demanding the US correct its behavior before talks on the Strait of Hormuz can resume. Translation: lift sanctions, pull out your navy, and pay us reparations. Sounds extreme? Not if you're Iran. They see the strait as their chessboard. Closing it, even temporarily, gives them leverage over global oil flows. And the US? They're stuck. They want security in the Gulf, but Iran's asking for a geopolitical favor so massive it'd require Congress to rewrite foreign policy. This isn't negotiation, it's a staring contest. And then there's the Pentagon, frantically telling defense contractors, speed up weapons production. Why? Because the US military's missile interceptors, those fancy systems that shoot down drones and missiles, are running dangerously low. The Houthis and Iran have been launching so many attacks that the US is burning through its stockpile like toilet paper. But here's the kicker: even if they boost production, this is a band-aid on a bullet wound. The Pentagon's problem isn't just not enough missiles, it's that they're fighting a 21st century war with a 20th century logistics model. And that's not going to end well. Let's connect the dots. These stories aren't separate, they're threads in the same tapestry. The Houthis' attack keeps Yemen unstable, which keeps Saudi Arabia distracted. Iran's straight demands force the US into a lose-lose dilemma. And the Pentagon's scramble shows how unprepared the West is for asymmetric warfare. What's the bigger picture? A Middle East that's fragmenting faster than ever. No one's in control. Not Saudi Arabia, not Iran, not even the US. And as oil tankers reroute and defense stocks spike, the rest of the world gets dragged into the chaos. So here's my closing thought: we're not looking at isolated conflicts here. We're watching a systemic breakdown. The old rules of diplomacy and warfare are crumbling. And the real question isn't who wins this round? It's who's left standing when the dust settles. Because if you think this is messy now, just wait 6 months. Drop your take below. How do you see this playing out? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're diving deep into the next chapter of global instability, and trust me, you'll want to be here for it.